Alright, let's talk about why Arsenal's midfield situation is about to become the most fascinating transfer soap opera of the summer, and why this might reveal more about modern football's cutthroat economics than we realize. Here's the quick setup. Arsenal just dropped £75 million on Bruno Guimaraes, a move that's already sparking rumors Martin Zubimendi could be on his way out. Chelsea's Xabi Alonso is allegedly pushing for him, Real Madrid still want him, and Arsenal reportedly want €90 million for a guy who basically fell out of favor by the end of last season. But wait, if Zubimendi struggled so much that he lost his spot in the Champions League final, why does anyone care? That's the question no one's asking, and it's where this story gets really juicy. Let's start with the obvious. Mikel Arteta clearly thinks Guimaraes is the missing piece. But here's what bugs me. Arsenal already had a stacked midfield. Declan Rice, Jorginho, Eddie, and yes, Zubimendi. So why add another? Maybe Arteta's vision demands more versatility, but let's be honest, this is less about tactics and more about power moves. Clubs like Arsenal don't just spend £75 million to improve, they spend to send messages to rivals, to fans, and to players. The Zubimendi situation? That's the collateral damage. When you're chasing glory, sentimentality gets tossed out the window. Now, the Zubimendi drama. Real Madrid circling again, which makes sense, they wanted him last year. But Chelsea's interest? That's Xabi Alonso's personal obsession. Let me unpack this. Alonso signed Zubimendi at Real Sociedad, then tried to bring him to Madrid. Now he's at Chelsea, pushing for a reunion. That's not just scouting, it's a vendetta. But here's the catch. Zubimendi's form dropped so hard he vanished from Arsenal's biggest game last season. So why would Alonso gamble? Because Alonso's a romantic. He sees potential, not current form. But Chelsea's project under Boehly is a dumpster fire. Would Zubimendi really want that? Or is Alonso trying to recreate a past magic that's not coming back? And Arsenal's €90 million asking price? That's not a number, it's a bluff. They know no one's paying that for a player who lost his starting spot. But here's the genius. They're holding him hostage. If they sell, they bank a profit. If they don't, they've got leverage to force him into a fight for his place. It's the same mind games Barcelona pulled with Coutinho. But Zubimendi's not a flopping winger, he's a defensive midfielder. The market for his skill set doesn't value €90 million assets. This is about ego, not reality. What Carragher said about Zubimendi not being the player they thought. That's brutal, but spot on. Arsenal bought him as a controller, but he never locked down the role. Now Guimaraes arrives as the winner Arteta needs. But here's a twist. Zubimendi's fade wasn't just individual failure. He was caught in a tactical identity crisis. Arteta's system demands ball-playing midfielders who can pass out of pressure. Zubimendi's strength is screening the backline, not dictating tempo. That's why he disappeared in big games. Arsenal paid for a Ferrari but gave him a tractor engine. The deeper issue here? Clubs are hoarding talent like it's cryptocurrency. Guimaraes, Zubimendi, Rice, all top-tier midfielders, all in one squad. But what does that say about the Premier League's financial arms race? If you're not in the top four, you're not just competing for points, you're competing for oxygen. And for players? It's a reminder. Loyalty's a one-way street. Zubimendi was the golden boy 6 months ago. Now he's a cash cow. That's the hidden cost of football's transfer capitalism. So where does this end? My guess. Zubimendi stays until January, then forces a move if minutes don't come. Real Madrid's a long shot. They've got Camavinga and Tchouaméni. Chelsea's more likely, but Alonso's project is shaky. Maybe the Bundesliga? Leverkusen? The irony? Zubimendi's perfect for a team building around structure, not flair. But Arsenal? They'll take the €90 million profit and pretend they're building something historic. Meanwhile, Guimaraes will be the shiny new narrative until he falters. That's football's cycle. Heroes become relics in the span of a season. And we eat it up, don't we? Because drama drives clicks and money drives the game. What do you think? Am I too cynical? Or is this the real face of modern football? Let me know in the comments.